Yeah.
Yo, what's up? This is your main man, Michael. And I just want to introduce you to Paul and Steven, the two hosts of this year's hottest radio talk show. Welcome to Human Landmines, yo. You hear what I'm saying?
Two motherfucking
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Human Landmines. We were briefly at our corporate retreat in Boston over the last few months, but we've missed everybody.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us on this lovely Tuesday, February 17th. Now, Steven and I did actually go to Boston over Martin Luther King weekend together for our Human Landmines corporate retreat, and it was really fucking cold.
Yeah, you know, it still is here, Paul. I'm not down there in Beach World.
Yeah, sorry, I live in Beach World. Yeah, where hoodies are a fashion statement.
What I was gonna say about Boston was, you know, you always try to like plan some cool shit when you go out of town, but the stories end up being about the people that you meet more than anything else. And I feel like I will remember meeting this one British dude named Clem for the rest of my life.
Yeah, Clem was a very animated character, and he was staying in the... We used a website. I can say it?
Yeah.
Okay, we used Airbnb to locate a little 2-bedroom place for us and our 3 friends. The chief financial advisor of Human Landmines LLC, the chief marketing director, and the blogger.
Yeah.
And so we thought we were going to be like the loudest apartment in the place, but the first day we were there, we learned that the guys above us partied way harder than we did.
Yeah. And they were blasting like college kid EDM for like 14 hours a day.
It was
kind of awesome.
Straight up house music, and it wasn't just like on their iPod. They had it hooked up to like a PA system, and there were like 30 people destroying their apartment the whole weekend.
It was cool because we didn't have to worry about being the assholes.
Yeah,
because they were clearly the assholes of the building.
Yeah, our building already had the assholes, so we could pretty much get away with murder. So we went up the second night. We just decided like everybody keeps going up to their party, and let's just go. And this is where we met the guy Steven was talking about. This guy named Clem. Take it away, Steven.
So we learned later that it made a lot more sense because we think he was fueled by a mountain of cocaine, presumably. But I don't know. At first we walked in the apartment. I thought he wanted to fight us because I just saw him put his arm around his bro and like talk to him. And then he walks over and he's like, "Oh, hey, you guys look different from everyone else. I just wanted to meet you." And from there on out, he was just like that level of intensity. And just the friendliest guy in the world, though.
Yeah.
The important thing is that every time he would ask you a basic question, "Where are you guys from?" "New York City." "New York City, let's fucking go." That's his whole attitude. Let's fucking go.
Yeah.
And that became a motto of my life now.
Yeah. If I'm at a restaurant and I'm not really enjoying my meal, I'm just like, "Let's fucking go."
Yeah, it works for everything, and I encourage everyone to adopt it. And I mean, literally, it motivated us to go out more. One night we were going to like just get hammered at the place and, let's fucking go really inspired us to get out, go to Harvard and Cambridge and get hammered there instead.
Yeah, we did have our Goodwill Hunting moment where we almost got in a fight at a Harvard bar because we were blatantly trying to hijack another man's Uber that he'd paid for. And we were definitely gonna get in his Uber,
yes,
and make him pay for it. And he was just asking us if he can cancel his Uber, and the blogger of Human Landmines did not understand that we just couldn't hop in anybody's Uber. That Ubers are special. And it was. I mean, I'm glad. I felt like young Ben Affleck.
I felt like it was weird because the guy was definitely correct. Like I've never had someone yelling at
Yeah.
me angrily and they were right. And but at the same time, when somebody's yelling at you, you still hate that person, even if
Yeah.
they're right. So like, just want to be like, fucking back off, man. But also, yes, this is your Uber.
Yeah. We understand how Uber works.
Yeah,
We're still trying to get in your van.
yeah, absolutely.
Um, I don't condone that sort of behavior, but I will say that I was there at one low point in my life. And that was a couple
Yeah,
weeks ago.
yeah. There you go.
Um, and also, Steven and I decided when we were in Boston that if we moved to Boston together and started a band that just sang about stuff that was purely Bostonian, whether like we had a punk song called like Paul Revere's Return, or if we just had a song called The Irish People.
Yeah, I think
So
that's
a
the key.
band needs to go to Boston and write a ton of Boston songs because they only have one Boston song
Yes.
and it plays everywhere, and it is shipping off to Boston by the Dropkick Murphys, who I personally formerly didn't have any beef with until I went to Boston.
Yeah. It would suck to live in Boston because you would have to hear every
Yeah.
day. That's how they get pumped for everything.
Yeah, we we went to an MMA fight, and before the main event, there's like a half-hour lull. It's a longer break than all the other fights, and um, they played that song on loop for a half an hour, and that song's like barely 3 minutes long.
Yeah, they made a version of it
And
that was so long.
it was, I started thinking I was going insane. I'm
And it
like,
wasn't
no
like that was the
way.
first time we'd heard that song.
No, the song had probably played like, no joke, 5 other times or more that night at this same event before this 30-minute Dropkick Murphys tirade before the main event. And I wanted to jump just like over the railing and die.
Yeah.
It drove me to madness.
It's a bad one. Yeah, so if any of you guys want to move to Boston, you should just start a band. If you make an album of 12 songs about Boston, people are going to listen to them and use them in campaigns, commercials, in taxi cabs at arenas, because
Forever.
we can't be the only people who are sick of that shipping off to Boston song.
I know, but I was talking to somebody about this 2 days ago. I was talking to somebody about how that's the only song we heard in Boston, and it drove me to madness.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy was a big New England fan. He's asking me all about my trip to Boston, and he's like, "Oh yeah, that's my ringtone. I love that song."
All right, so maybe not.
That's a ringtone of that song might be the only way to hear that song as much as if you actually lived in Boston.
Yeah, he can recreate his whole Boston experience.
Yeah. So
Now in
okay.
New York, there's two at least. You either
New-
hear Frank
New-
Sinatra
Empire-
singing "New York," or Empire State of Mind at everything.
I
Sometimes they
live-
do both, but at least even having it half and half is so much better than having one.
Yeah. I lived in New York when Empire State of Mind came out, and that was a very trying time on my soul.
Yes.
Yeah. There's not a lot of. Are there other cities that have songs?
Probably. We could probably think of one, but
Isn't Nelly? Doesn't he have? This is how we do
St.
it.
Louis?
Where I'm from.
yeah.
Wasn't in the club until I see the sun.
Yeah, there's probably a lot of rap songs that people associate with places. There's a lot of Atlanta rap songs.
Yeah. You lived in Atlanta for a while. Did you ever feel inspired to write an Atlanta rap song?
I did not. I didn't feel like it was my place. In fact, there were people
But-
who lived in Atlanta a lot longer than me who could do it.
You've written a New York rap song though.
Which one? Just like mentioning that I'm from there.
No, I mean you have that Christmas time in the New York City.
Yes, that was for comedic purposes.
Yeah,
but I would be fine if New York
it.
started identifying with it.
Yeah, you still wrote it.
You're right.
Charleston has a dance.
Yeah, but it's not the Charleston. It's the Shag, right?
No, well, I guess the Charleston was probably from here or West Virginia. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
We do Shag. We have like a few dances, but like.
Yeah, Charleston's one of the few places that has a dance.
Yeah.
Everyone knows about from there.
Where's Crip walking from?
It's not associated with a location.
Oh.
I think this is a good time to bring up an article you sent me called "Humans Are Not from Earth."
Oh yeah, you're right.
And it really is. I mean, the article you sent me is kind of dumb because that really is like pretty much their evidence. Like, it just doesn't seem like we're from here. That's like their whole point of this.
I wasn't sending it to you to like.
I know.
To change your whole perspective and worldview.
I know.
I was like, you know what? At least these guys are thinking about the possibilities.
Right. It's like, oh, look what some people think. It says he believes that because we get chronic illnesses more often than other animals and we're harmed by sunlight. That's like the main things.
Oh, and that we like processed foods, but let's face it, they're fucking delicious.
Yeah, I don't know if you could just like point out the difference between humans and animals and say that's why we're not from here. Like, we're the only people that poop on toilets. You don't. Aliens.
Well, you could train like a monkey or a cat to do that.
That's true. You could probably train a monkey to be afraid of sunlight too.
Yeah, I don't get harmed by sunlight except for like once a year, and it's probably terrible for my skin. But
yeah, like one big sunburn a year. Me too. Not to like attack this in like a scholarly way, but I was thinking animals don't have chronic illnesses because if an animal has anything wrong with it, it just gets eaten.
Or dies.
Animals don't die natural deaths. Yeah, they like die from something or they're so weakened that something's able to eat them. It's like you don't know their disease is chronic because if it lasts a couple days, they're fucking done. Right?
Yeah, I think... I mean, I don't negate the idea that humans may not be a natural earth-dwelling species, but
yeah,
I feel like it's kind of a waste of time to think about unless you're like doing real research, because you're not gonna find any answers in your head, man.
Yeah,
and,
yeah, I like that.
And like this guy kind of wrote about, well, I was thinking about this in my head.
Yeah, that's kind of what the article is.
Yeah. So
I think that I mean, I also think that like evolutionary biologists and zoologists have a clear picture in their head of how exactly we evolved from earlier primates now too. Like one of the things he says at the beginning is like, I don't know, something about evolution doesn't apply to humans, that we evolved elsewhere, but I think people have reasoned out hypotheses that say we did, so I don't know.
What do you mean, like we evolved on a different planet?
No, I mean like scientists have actually studied how we evolved on this planet, whereas that guy says like, oh no, we just didn't, and started his theory there. But I was telling you about that one other crazy thing, the panspermia idea, that like
and
all
I really
life...
like the name of...
Yeah, because it says sperm.
Yeah.
It's like panspermia.
I like
it's kind of
name...
also how you could like describe impregnating chicks on multiple continents.
Yeah.
I'm panspermian.
Yeah.
But the cool thing about it is the guy who figured out the structure of DNA is the same guy that came up with this idea, so it's like automatically a little bit relevant because he was right about that other thing.
Yeah. Who? Watson and Crick?
Yeah, Crick. It was Crick.
Cool.
And he thought that like an asteroid that had little single-celled organisms crashed into Earth, and that's how it all started.
That
a lot of
makes
people-
sense.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, it's one of those things that like doesn't answer the big question. Like, oh well, then how did it start somewhere else? I don't know.
How
But
did this happen again?
it's kind of almost like, well, then who's God's God? Who made God? And who made
Yeah.
that guy?
Or
You can
it's
get
like-
into a loop.
Or it's like one of those articles like, scientists have found another planet that's almost exactly like Earth, a bajillion light years away. So it doesn't matter that they found it because there's no perceivable way that we can continue to be alive and get there.
Right. Because Einstein says that the limit of speed is speed of light. So even if we can max out like human speed, it would take us 2 million years to get there or whatever.
Dude, I have a crazy idea.
All right.
Spaceship colony that is self-sufficient,
Permanently going somewhere else.
permanently going somewhere else.
Cool. I like it.
That's like a pretty good screenplay idea. Why don't some of y'all lame-ass Hollywood mofos peep this?
Dude, and if... Okay, so people already... They landed that spaceship on an asteroid, right? They just did that.
Yeah.
So that makes the thing more plausible because that means like if you need more resources, like you need to repair a part on the ship and like there's no fucking way to do it, you send out another ship to like mine an asteroid and come back. Like, oh, and I guess you could stop on planets too if you needed
Yeah.
to like do something.
Dude,
That'd be crazy.
it'd be pretty adventurous to like go planet hopping.
Yeah. What do you think are the limits that are the reason we can't do that now?
To go planet hopping?
Yeah. Oh, fuel.
Yeah, I heard that they're planning on sending some people to Mars soon.
Yeah, man. There's like a few different groups trying to do it.
But Mars is like, I'd rather go to like Reno than Mars. Mars
Yeah,
doesn't
there's
look like
nothing
it
going on.
has anything cool going on in there at all.
It would probably be cool to be on another planet, but only for a couple weeks.
Yeah, if they had a badass mall you got to hang out in, like in Total Recall. Just regular Mars, like, it'd be like red and dusty as fuck.
Yeah.
And
I
you'd
thought
be
about
like,
that.
what do you guys want to do? I don't know. Try to not inhale all this dust.
Yeah, it's like moving to, I mean, the North Pole or something, like the same reason you wouldn't do that. It's like really not inhabitable, like humans shouldn't live there, and there's nothing going on there.
Yeah, it'd be boring as hell.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
That's
probably
why I
wouldn't
think
even
it's,
get Earth TV either.
you could probably get Earth
You'd have to
TV.
watch some whack-ass Mars public access channel.
That like the guy in the next pod over was making. It would just be like
Yeah.
this show.
Yeah, it would be exactly like this. You can already get this here. Why do you need to go to Mars?
Oh, that's funny. Elon Musk said that he's already planning to build satellites that orbit Mars that give everybody Wi-Fi there.
On Mars?
Yeah,
Why?
what he said.
Why doesn't he build those for Earth?
No, that's what he said. He's building them for Earth, but he was like, the reason I'm doing this is to learn how to do it for Mars. Like that's the businesses he's like trying to make.
He's a maniac.
Yeah.
He was on South Park recently.
Was he?
Yeah.
Shit, I didn't see that.
Yeah, it was on this season. I can't remember what it was for. I think it was for the Uber. It might have been for the Uber episode.
Nice.
So
To segue, a lot of the reasons people think we need to move planets is because we fucked up this one so bad. Case number one is polar bear dicks.
yeah, polar bear dicks are in a sad state of affairs, ladies
Yeah.
and gentlemen. So I guess the polar bears have been exposed to some chemicals that have been. They have a cock bone.
Yeah.
First of all, and so it's a bone that hunters collect as trophies. They collect a bunch of polar bear cock bones, but this bone is now thinning out because of the chemicals that the polar bears have been exposed to, and it's getting more fragile. And it's not like there's tons of broken off polar bear dicks all over the North Pole or
Yeah.
anything.
We can't
But-
find evidence of that.
No, but they like can't satisfy the polar bear women as good anymore since
Yeah.
they got like a bunch of limp noodles, tiny, tiny little polar bear dicks,
What if?
and they're afraid to like hump it hard or something. So the polar bear,
Yeah, they're just impregnating less polar bitches.
yeah.
Uh, what if that? What
the
would be the human equivalent? Human equivalent would be like not being able to ejaculate like hard enough or something. Like you couldn't
Yeah.
really get it in there. It would just like kind of drip out. Or if it got really watery.
Or if it just turned into like powder.
Yeah. Dude, that's like that. There was a movie about that, right? Where people just couldn't get pregnant anymore. It was an apocalyptic movie. Children of Men.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
It's not that everyone's jizz turns into powder. I think it's just that women just can't get pregnant anymore all of a sudden.
Oh, man. It'd be way cooler if everybody's just puffing dust everywhere.
It'd be a great opening montage of just like, like across the world, like different like nationalities of people.
I'm not talking about like a little puff of dust either. I'm talking about like a cloud.
Like a full room size?
No, like a full house size. Like if you jizzed in your house, all your neighbors would be able to tell because there'd just be a cloud around your house.
Oh man, you'd like see it would look like smog in like major cities. Like there'd just be so much jizz powder.
Yeah.
Maybe the government would be like, people, you've got to stop jacking off. Like it's causing a lot of problems in the city, but no one would stop. So it just become an epidemic.
What would happen if they had sex?
I don't know. I think it would be like somebody shooting compressed air up there. Like she'd like have to burp and queef a lot.
What if her whole body exploded? Or his whole body exploded?
That'd be crazy. Well, if his whole body exploded, so like really old people and really young dudes would be the only ones alive, because all the like age of dudes that jizz would murder themselves.
Yeah.
Right?
Peep that, Hollywood. That's a good
There's your
screenplay
concept.
idea. Yeah. So speaking of dying, Facebook is instituting post-mortem Facebook features. So now my dream of setting Steven to be my profile inheritor when I die will now actually be able to come true. Now,
Well, yeah, I wonder if I can do it. I'm gonna see if I can do it right now.
Facebook, so like, just say, God forbid, I had a really good buddy and he passed away. I could, or his parents could, send a request for control of a deceased person's Facebook account.
Yeah.
Until now, have they finally given people the ability to preemptively choose who takes over your Facebook account?
They're calling them a legacy contact.
A legacy contact. That's the nicest way to say memorial runner. I don't know, like I would be so pissed if somebody that I really cared about or even hated died and without any sort of...
Oh, dude, Paul, I'm going to put you as my legacy contact.
Nice.
I found it.
If any sort of person put me as their legacy contact, now I'm mad at... Because if you're all sad somebody died and you're dealing with their death in your own ways, and then Facebook shoots you an email, it's like, what up, bruh? You got to control homie's... Oh, man, I just got your notice. Holy shit. There's no way I want to control anybody's Facebook.
You have to now. Wait, but here's the weird thing. How does Facebook know you died? Like, it's not like my body sends like a little thing to Facebook when I die.
Well, okay. Here's what Facebook has told me. This is a message from Steven. Can you see that at all?
No, no, not at
Okay.
all.
That was worth a try. Hi, Paul. Facebook now lets people choose a legacy contact to manage their account if something happens to them. Since you know me well and I trust you, I chose you. Please let me know if you want to talk about this.
Oh wow, that's so intense.
Yeah, so I'm going to click on the link that the link that it sent me.
In reality, if I die, I just want you to delete my Facebook page, which I think you can set up.
I'm going to Photoshop
But seriously, how
your
does
head.
Facebook know you
I'm
died?
going to Photoshop your head on a body of a dude shoving stuff up his butt and put all your profile pictures of, after you're dead of you shoving stuff in your own butt.
Wait, Paul, the next experiment I want you to do, we don't have to do it on human landmines, but
What?
is I want you to tell Facebook that I'm dead, like to see if it lets you take over. Because obviously I'm not going to be able to
How
do
do
that.
I don't even know how to go about telling Facebook you're
Right.
dead.
It'd be funny if you had to like vote on it, like so that they really believed you. Like someone just alerted us that Steven died. Vote
We
yes.
need
if
to
you
get
did.
to the bottom of this, dude. We need to find out how Facebook knows if you're dead.
It's like
Google.
51% of people said Steven was dead, so we're killing him.
All right, I'm Googling. How does Facebook know if you're dead?
Oh my god.
This is one of the great cosmic mysteries of our generation. Like, because we can make a Facebook account for someone who doesn't report a deceased person.
Oh my god.
What? Why are people searching what happens to your Facebook after you die? Okay, I can report you right now.
Do you think it like automatically goes through? Because if it does, we should report so many people dead.
Wait, dude, I don't want to do this because I don't want everybody on your Facebook to think you've died.
Yeah, do you think it would give a notification? Steven has died.
This is really not funny, but I find this so hilarious.
2 people had birthdays today, and Steven died.
What? Facebook's just ruining the surprise for everybody.
Oh man.
Okay, so what I'm finding here is we will memorialize the Facebook account if we receive a valid request.
Oh my god. We should probably do mine soon.
Okay, but it does say that we try to prevent references to memorialized accounts from appearing on Facebook in ways that may be upsetting to the person's friends or family. Well, the only thing I'm a little nervous about is after you die, can we reanimate you on Facebook?
That's a good question. We're gonna
Are
learn
you
all
just
this.
are you just gonna be Facebook dead for the rest
Wait,
of
if
your
you
life?
report me Facebook dead, Facebook is gonna make like a montage of my pictures and put it over music and be like a memorial.
No,
It's gonna be like me smoking
think-
weed and I was 19. Like,
yeah. It's gonna be you like,
Like-
eating Jello shots on the balcony with me
Yeah.
out of a bowl.
oh my god.
I really want to report you dead on Facebook.
Do it. Just do it.
But-
I don't care.
No, I don't. I don't want to get in trouble for trying to fuck with Facebook, but they don't.
Oh yeah. What? I mean, how much trouble could you get in?
Let's see what a
Yo, I thought he was
let's
dead.
see what
dude.
a valid request
I thought he was dead. He
consists
didn't
of.
call me back.
Oh, you gotta send a obituary or other documentation
okay.
about the death. So the Facebook death squad can review the memorialization request.
Oh man.
I need to say who you were, when you passed away. If you don't know the exact date, please approximate. And then optional, proof of death.
Oh, optional.
Yeah, optional. We can blog a
We
fake
should-
death for you.
We should make a fake obituary that says I died in a really ridiculous way. and send it to Facebook. And hope that they memorialize it. Like Steven was attacked by a pair of octopuses when he broke into an aquarium while he was on bath salts.
Steven was trying to save the queen and put a explosive device in his butt, restricting the explosion but blowing his whole body apart in the process.
God damn it, that's funny.
I mean, hey, what are they gonna do? Fucking arrest me? Who passed away? Stephen King. No, it doesn't even ask me to tag you. I'm just like, they're gonna like research this shit.
Oh, okay. It's not gonna. I guess that good for Facebook, like, because I'd be killing off all my friends.
Yeah. I'm a little pissed off now that we went all the way and we got to this wall, and now I know that we can't make Facebook think you're dead.
Dude, you should log in at some point on Buck's computer as him and make yourself his death guy. Then we should make a fake obituary for Buck and send it in and really try to kill off Buck on Facebook.
Dude, oh man. That is a stunt and a half. Like staging someone's Facebook death.
And then you'll take over and be like...
And then you take over their account?
Oh, you just have to put up a really vague picture of Buck smiling and be like, man, it was sad to see you go so soon. Everyone would believe that shit. People would freak the fuck out.
I don't want to fake somebody's death on Facebook to scare other people. I just want to fake their death on Facebook to, like, seize their account over to me.
Nice. Like, don't even mention their death. They just have their account.
Yeah.
I wonder if it would say something like when you posted, though, from then on. Like, Paul is posting his Buck.
No, I don't think that lets you know who the legacy person was. That's a little personal.
Okay, that's true.
Not everybody has their own daytime talk show and can try to kill you on Facebook while videotaping it on the internet.
If anyone out there successfully kills someone on Facebook, Human Landmines will send you a prize pack.
Yeah.
It's going to have a Merman Supply Company shirt.
Holy City beer.
And a rickshaw shirt.
Yeah.
It's going to be sweet.
So speaking of people killing people, there's this really ironic story that happened a few weeks ago about the guy who played the Red Ranger in the Power Rangers for a couple different seasons ended up killing his roommate with a sword.
Was that one of his weapons when he was a Power Ranger?
Let me find out exactly. What the guy's name was, and then we'll Google.
Ricardo Medina Jr.
Ricardo Medina Jr.
I gotta figure out which Power Ranger he got to play.
I'm pretty sure he was the red one.
Oh, okay. Oh, man, it is called Power Ranger Samurai. What if he killed him with his Power Ranger sword?
Dude, I gotta find this out. So I think it's a little ironic that like people are worried about the kids who are watching these shows getting fucked up, but maybe the actors who are like having to pretend they're living that are the ones that are actually getting fucked up.
That's a good point. I mean,
well,
I guess it's not technically a child actor. He's a young actor. I think you get fucked up. You know, people always say child actors get really fucked up just from being in stuff and getting famous like that.
But those kids who get fucked up from acting might have got fucked up if they worked at Mickey D's, you know?
That's a good point. Yeah. Dude, the Red Ranger does indeed use a sword of some kind. So that makes that story even more twisted, man. He like killed him with what he was famous for. That's like that's like Luke Skywalker killing somebody with a lightsaber. Mark Hamill.
Yeah.
The toy lightsaber.
Wait, there's an update. They hold off on charging him.
Oh, maybe he didn't do it. We can hope.
If somebody tried to frame him...
Oh, my God. They would totally make it a sword.
Yeah. Yo, they're gonna think he's a fucked up child actor who couldn't
We
tell
fell
the
for it.
Yeah,
It's a conspiracy.
It says there under further investigation. I don't see if the guy owns a sword and his roommate got killed with it. I don't really see this being that difficult to decide if it was him or not.
Maybe he had a really convincing, like, nah, man, like he was drunk, he was running around with it, and he fell on it. Like maybe he told a really good story like that, like made it into an accident.
Well, I just think it's completely ridiculous that like how life works out sometimes.
Yeah, man.
Power Ranger guy killing somebody with a sword. I don't know.
I always like to think like I think about it whenever people talk about like domestic violence in the NFL, and they're like it's rampant, and it's like no, man, there's like there's like 50 people on a team, and there's like 32 teams, and there's like 3 domestic violence. That's probably the exact same ratio as like the general population has to domestic violence people,
or maybe better.
Yeah, or better, and like yeah, and like. So the actors, crazy child actors might be the same ratio as like crazy people in the population.
Do you think this guy just like killed his roommate and then afterwards he's like, that feels as good as I fucking thought it would, baby?
And they did a Power Ranger pose?
Yeah, dude.
I mean, maybe he's fucking crazy. I got his back now that they're questioning it though. Wait, is his name Jaden on the show?
I hope not.
Oh, man. Looks like such a baby-faced young man.
Yeah, I know. He's got, like, long hair.
Yeah.
What a maniac.
You know...
See, I kind of hope he did it, because some random crazy guy killing somebody with a sword is way less, like, cool than one of the guys who used to play the Power Ranger with the sword, actually, like, using his abilities. Oh, hey, but aren't all those fight scenes like the actors from like foreign actors and they only reshoot the like dialogue scenes and stuff, but the people in the Power Ranger costumes are like not the same people anyway?
That's a good question. I don't know. Does they have the masks on?
Yeah, because I think that the people with the masks on are from like whatever country Power Rangers is from, like Japan or whatever.
Yeah, what a weird fucking show too. I hadn't thought about it. Like, why did they wear suits that covered up their whole face? Why did they have robots that formed a mega robot and each like a different color? And I don't know. It was so absurd. It's so funny when you're a little kid, like you accept everything. Even like Sesame Street's fucked up. Like, why is there a giant bird and a guy lives in a trash can? Like,
yeah, well, and you know. Bert and Ernie like did leaps and bounds for the gay community though.
Absolutely.
They were like way before Modern Family.
And the Count did a lot for the vampire community.
Yeah,
like,
totally.
That's why Twilight was able to work.
Yeah,
we were all preconditioned to be okay with some vampires.
I'm okay with like 85% of vampires.
Oh my god. Do you think that the vampire myth came from any sort of reality?
Maybe. You know, there might have been like some dude or some chick who was like super kinky for the times and and bit somebody's neck.
Yeah.
And then, you know, down the line somebody's just like, this guy can turn into a bat. He sucks your blood so he can live. He sleeps in a coffin during the day, and he has magical sexual powers. Maybe this is just like some guy who like bit somebody like down the road. That's what the telephone game did to that story.
Yeah, could be. Could have been just like one person with really sharp teeth that bit someone and then fled. So then they had to start spreading stories about him.
Yeah,
I like that. I actually don't know if that's true or not, but I like that.
Me neither.
Could be true.
So. Speaking of communities, they have this app that I read about called Hi There.
Yeah.
And it's like a stoner finder app. It's a dating app that like lets people know out in the open that the other people smoke weed.
But it's not
And
romantic?
I think it is romantic,
Okay.
but like I just think it's dumb because you fill out like it looks almost exactly like Tinder.
I know, I'm looking at
But
the page.
yeah, so you fill out like on your profile, you fill out my energy level when using cannabis is low, medium, or high.
Right.
So if you just want to chill, you put that it's low, and then you'll find somebody to come over and get high with you and lay around on the couches. But if it's medium, you'll find somebody who might want to like get high and play board games.
Oh,
And then if it's high, you might find somebody who wants to like go to the park or go on a hike or something. But
yeah.
you could also put like what you like to do after you use marijuana to better. So like
Right.
if the example of thing that they use is like this girl Lindsay, it's mock profile, and so
Yeah.
she picks whether she has low, medium, high energy level, and if she wants to go out, stay in, or chat.
Yeah.
And so it says that this app is used because it's removes. Okay, it's only marijuana users. Oh no!
Hey, there's Boomer.
Boomer, chill.
Hey,
Get
Big
over
Boom.
My alarm, my security alarm. Oh!
Woo.
We'll have to cut this out. Says that says they're not always comfortable bringing up on dates that they enjoy smoking weed. So Hi There removes the worry by creating a place for like-minded smokers to meet up with each other and decide how energetic they're going to be when they supposedly get high later.
I don't hate the idea because here's why it could be cool. Like, you're not expected to take this person out on a date. Like, it's like she's just gonna come over and rip the bong. Like, it's already like you get to just like hang out. I don't know.
Yeah.
You could just make it like that. Like, oh yeah, I'm just like chilling on my couch hitting the bong. Like, you want to come over? And she's like, yeah.
Is
And
it
you're like,
that
"Sweet."
hard to get people to come smoke weed if you have weed?
That's
is
a
that
good point too.
Like, this just seems like
But maybe you don't know there's some pretty girl across town who just wants to sit on your couch and eat Doritos with you.
yeah. Well, you never know a lot of stuff. I just think that this is like, I think it's taken a retroactive step for the stoner culture.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's like having a pen pal. Why can't you just go out and be social with everybody else and be like, oh yeah, one of
It's a
my
good
buddies
point.
also uses marijuana.
It's
I'll
in
use
places only where it's legal already anyways. So it's not
Yeah.
like a hidden community. It would like almost make more sense if it was for places where it wasn't legal.
Yeah, totally.
Like, but if it's
But that
legal,
would-
then you can just walk out on the street and talk about it and have it and meet people.
Yeah.
Dude,
Hey,
the people
man.
on their Facebook page are so classic, like look like stoners.
Oh,
my
you're on their actual Facebook page?
Yeah. It's like a dude
Ah.
with long hair, tattoos, a gross stash, and a beanie.
Oh, wait, I'm on Facebook on this computer, and I was trying to kill you last time I was over here.
It's a lot of people that look high. Some cute gals too.
So, I wish, oh man, I searched some really weird guy okay, so hi. All I see is
Hi. Hi.
high times, high on fire. Is it under people, places, photos?
Where? I'm on just like Facebook photos.
Oh, I can't.
It's cool. You get it. It's
I
stoner
get
looking
it.
people.
Yeah. I just wanted to make fun of them. And I guess the last thing we really got to talk about today is
We have kind of like 2 positive porn stories because that's what most people come to our show for.
Yeah, this is your positive porn stories of the week or month.
2 positive ones today.
2
One
positives.
apparently the data came out in January of 2013, but I just heard about it. So, and you probably don't talk about it with your friends, so I don't care that it's old.
Yeah.
Brazilian bikini waxes have made crabs an endangered species.
Yeah.
We're getting rid of an STD, and we're doing it because people are shaving their vaginas.
Yeah. And
That's basically
ball,
true.
And balls.
Dude, they said in an Australia clinic, a nurse said she hasn't seen someone with a crab since 2008. It's like, it's not even a thing anymore.
No.
It's amazing.
AIDS isn't a thing. Crabs isn't a thing. Everything's getting better as far as sexual diseases.
And the
go.
reason it ties into porn is some people think the catalyst was the rise in internet porn, where porn stars always shave all their pubic hair, and then that made other like people that aren't porn stars start doing the same thing. So thanks, porn.
It's kind of like how like Creed and all those butt rock bands made people start growing goatees again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so next time you're with a angry person who hates porn or a religious leader, just tell them, have you cured a disease? Because porn is.
Porn is curing diseases.
Yeah.
And if you see somebody with a huge bush, be like, you should shave that off until we eradicate crabs for good, and then you can grow it back out.
Yeah, you're right. This is such a helpful story for so many reasons.
Yeah, like you want that crab catcher to perpetuate this demon bug in its whole species life.
It'd be so funny, Paul, if you like had a chick in your room and she comes and you guys are, it's getting hot and heavy, and she takes off her pants and she's got a bush, and you're like, I'm trying to, I'm trying to help the world, and one of the ways I do that is I only have sexual contact with people with bald vaginas because I'm trying to fight disease and I'm trying to be a part of the solution.
I think that's probably the most responsible, thing you could really say to try to get somebody to shave all their pubes off.
I think it is too.
Now,
positive porn story 2.
Yeah, this is
less backed up by science, but more backed up by personal anecdotes.
Go, take it away, Steven.
So if you've been on a porn website, you might have come across a particular kind of massage porn. It's when a female is massaging a male, and they'll call it penis massage, boner massage, cock massage. It looks cool. It's like not something you'd normally watch, but like you're like, oh man, she's like got oils and like she's doing a lot of stuff that you've never had done to your penis. You're like, oh man, it's almost more interesting than it is erotic. Like, oh, what would that feel like? And I've heard multiple sources. You show this to your girlfriend, even if she's not the kind of girl who would normally look at porn, and their response is almost immediately, I could do that, and then a sense of needing to prove it to you, which is not always the case if you try to get your girlfriend to watch porn.
Now, you were talking to me about this before we started filming the show, and you said that it's like a gateway porn.
Yeah.
Like, what you mean?
Well,
you can start on this one and work your way up to the
because
double fisting. With
your gal's not going to be intimidated. Sometimes the woman in the porn doesn't even have her clothes off. She's not going to be like, ew, look at that girl's fake giant titties. Who even likes that? And you have to like pretend like you don't or something. That's not going to happen.
Yeah,
She's going to just respond with, I could do that.
I hate those titties.
Yeah. And then from there, who knows? Because from there, if that happens, you can be like, hey, baby, remember that time like we watched some porn and then we like did new stuff? Wasn't that fun? And then maybe you work your way up to something else.
Like what?
I don't know. The end is different for everyone.
Okay, cool. That's
But the
kind of
advice is to
exciting.
not start
Steven-
with
Steven,
double
you-
anal.
You like gateway porn. You talked about on our previous episodes that celebrity sex tapes are great
Yes,
because
that's
you
another
could turn them on in a group of ladies, and they're all pretty intrigued to see like what Kim Kardashian looks like when she's having sex.
Yeah. I
Did
think
you
this
watch?
is.
Did you
I
watch
think
the
you
Hulk
go
Hogan?
celebrity porn, group of people, then you're finally one-on-one with your gal. You can pull out the massage porn. That's step 2. And we'll
step
figure
3
out the
is
full
different,
progression.
And step 3 is different for everybody.
Yeah.
Pick your own adventure.
Yeah.
Speaking of sex tapes, did you ever see the Hulk Hogan sex tape?
No, did you?
Oh, I saw like not the actual sex, but like the dialogue afterwards, and he's like, can't believe I'm sweating like a pig. Shouldn't have ate so much."
Really?
Yeah, it's like really depressing.
Oh my god. Is he having sex with a man or a woman?
It's a woman, as far as I could tell.
People this is the thing? People watch this?
People did.
It's
Like, I
definitely
guess-
real?
See, I think that if you're a celebrity, you should probably like release your own sex tape and make all the money from it.
Yeah.
Because if you do make a sex tape and somebody else finds it, somehow like you're bad now. Somehow
Oh.
it makes you like,
Yeah, but people have to pretend like that's what happened for some reason.
or like, oh my god, they stole my nudes off my phone. You should just put those nudes out. You're a celebrity. People would pay millions of dollars to see you naked.
That was like the story of Napster and iTunes. It was like Napster was free and illegal, but iTunes was so easy that even though it costed money, people just stopped using all these shitty programs because of the ease of getting it, and then the artists made money again. So people need to quit making their nude pics unaccessible and just charge us $2 to see them. And then
Yeah.
people will stop getting them illegally. Or at least it'll decline.
I mean, some people are going to still try to get them illegally, but yeah.
Yeah, like
that's
some people
perfect.
still use like LimeWire and shit, but a lot of people just buy their music or go on Spotify now.
Yeah, even though Spotify's not really like that great for musicians.
Like, what if like you got an email and it was like Shakira released her latest nude pack. It's 100 pictures and a 20-second video, and it's $1.99. Like some people would just be like, "Oh yeah, I'll fucking buy that."
Yeah, I'd be like, is there any place to make a bigger donation?
Oh man, yeah, damn, that's my new business idea. I think. Just, I could convince who would do that. What celebrity would be like? Kate Upton. She never got mad at the nudes getting stolen. I think she would start that.
Yeah,
Miley Cyrus,
yeah.
maybe Lady Gaga.
No, she'd probably make a sculpture out of meat and stuff and weird you out. You don't want to have to talk
And charge
Lady
you
Gaga.
$3 to look at it.
I bet you Kesha would be down.
Yeah.
Especially if you told her that crabs were going extinct. She'd probably be stoked.
I love it. Do we have any other topics? Are we
No, but-
gone?
Kesha and Miley Cyrus came up. I think we still got our old touch.
Oh, wait. One more quick idea. Did you hear that Miley Cyrus is entering the porn competition in New York City?
The porn competition?
It was like
What
a
is
porn short film like festival. But I saw hers and it's not porn. It's like it's her doing a lot of stuff half naked that she already does, and it's like
Do you get to see like her
no,
boobs and her
no,
front butt?
it's stupid. It was just a headline like Miley Cyrus enters porn short film competition.
Lame. We'd make a great porn short film.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking once I heard
our
about
budget
it.
would be huge and people would get underpaid because we'd have like It'd be like an orgy fight.
We'd have an orgy on like an asteroid careening through space.
Yeah, and the Red Hot Chili Peppers would be playing.
I'm in. So look out for our porn, space balls, and yeah.
What was the movie Armageddon where they were on the asteroid?
Yeah.
We can call it Jizzmageddon. Spermageddon.
Spermageddon. I like it.
Yeah. And we have some guy who looks like Bruce Willis getting beat off on his face. All right, thanks for watching the show,
Thanks for
guys.
watching.
Yeah,
This is the last episode for a while.
Yeah, you're gonna be traveling the world.
Unless we do audio only one, which we could possibly do.
Well,
we'll figure it out, and we'll see everyone. Peace, bitches.
Peace.
This isn't the way we planned. What it's supposed to get your take.
Thanks for listening to Human